He said golf was a game for gentlemen, nothing to do with poor folks like us. Yet he knew I wouldn't give up easily, so he made a wager.
Promise me, if you lose, no more golf. You give up this fool's game. You finish your schooling, you learn a trade, and you bring home an honest wage.
Yes, I promise.
That night, my heart churned with both unease and resolve. If I won this bet, I wouldn't just earn my father's respect. I'd win the right to keep chasing my dream.
Keep it for me. I'm going to the party.
Standing on the tee box, gazing at the endless fairway stretching before me, only one thought filled my mind: win. I took a deep breath and swung the first shot. The ball traced a graceful arc through the air, surpassing my opponents. The rankings kept changing and my position was quietly climbing. A surge of power, unlike anything I'd ever felt before, welled up inside me. Final hole. All I needed was one gentle putt to claim victory. Standing at the edge of the green, I bent slightly to aim. The ball seemed to await its final judgment. Just as I prepared to swing, I spotted a familiar figure in the crowd. My father. He stood in the farthest corner, watching me with an expressionless face. In that instant, my focus shattered. The putter veered slightly, and the ball missed its mark, skimming past the edge of the hole. I looked down, my fingers quivering faintly. As I left the course, I kept my head low like a child who'd done something wrong. I'd lost the match, and I'd lost the bet. That night, I lay in bed, unable to sleep. One question haunted me. Was my father right? Did I truly not belong in this world? But when I remembered that little boy practicing relentlessly in the backyard, I knew this couldn't be the end. I promised my father I'd learn business and stop actively touching golf clubs. But that longing in my heart never truly died out. Until 1913, when the president of the United States Golf Association came to find me.
We're holding our Open Championship there in 2 weeks. Your name came up. I'm looking to add a local amateur to the field.
At that moment, my chest felt both like a heavy boulder was pressing down on it and like a fire had been lit inside. I was willing to set out again because I still loved golf. Because even after being defeated, I still wanted to stand up and take another swing. This time, I wasn't just playing to win, I was playing to prove to myself that I hadn't been completely crushed by that failure. I was still here and I still wanted to fight one more time.
Meet me here. Sun up. You got some work to do.
I began waking up early to practice, structuring my daily training with clockwork precision. Putting, chipping, long drives, I methodically broke down each of my weakest areas. I was no longer satisfied with playing well. I wanted every shot to be as close to perfect as possible. The day before the match, Billy came with bad news. He said he could no longer be my caddy. Someone had offered him $20 to carry their clubs, and I couldn't possibly match that. He left so quickly I didn't even get a chance to say a word to stop him. The tournament was tomorrow, and now I didn't even have anyone to hand me my clubs. Just as I was sinking into despair, a familiar voice spoke up behind me. It was Eddie. The kid who barely came up to my bag's height actually volunteered to be my caddy. This boy usually scavenged for balls on the streets and sold newspapers, with no experience in proper tournaments. Yet he stood up for me when no one else believed in me, becoming my only partner. He wasn't the most qualified caddy, but at that moment, he was exactly who I needed. We both came from nothing. No one ever taught us how to play golf or how to win. But perhaps precisely because we had nothing, we understood better what it meant to give it everything we had.
You got a problem?
On the opening day of the US Open, I stood on the course surrounded by reporters, gentlemen, and other players. Their gazes held curiosity, doubt, and even contempt. At the first hole, my hands could barely steady the club. Such intense nerves made every swing feel unnatural. Everyone was waiting to see this amateur player embarrass himself. Only Eddie encouraged me.
Whatever you decide, Francis, keep your head down and I'll watch the ball. Now, part us, will you?